song. I just wanna run and not be gone too long, 'cause this time is precious still. I wanna keep it close to me. I'm wishing on a star to make more time to see. You can always dream. You can't put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. You can always dream. No one's taken that from you. Only you can see it through, just like the way you do. So feed it from your soul and weigh it from both sides. The fulcrum and the tides will give direction that you'll know. You can always dream. You can't put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now, and then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. When you make the time, it's a game of give and take. When the balance is at stake, you need to take a look inside. Look deep into your heart and remember how it feels. It's where the answer lies and tells you what is real. You can always dream. You can't put your life on hold, 'cause time won't wait for you. You can always see
Good Sunday morning, Celebration Center. How are we doing today? My name is Jason, and I am your host with the most because you're all here in front of me. And if you're online, please say hi in the chat so we can appreciate your virtual presence. And if you are in the room, please silence your cell phones, but feel free to leave them on if you want to join the online chat. As always, we have a wonderful service planned for you today, and let's thank all that make it possible. So please join me in thanking the talented and amazing Ivor and Avar. And today, our platform practitioner is Irina Kurashevich. Our guest speaker is the one, the only Brother Mark Chichin. And now, for our music, we have our beloved music director, Lynn Hollyfield. Big round of applause for her. And with that, I will welcome her up for the opening song.
And Jen Fay is joining me today. We're going to start. If you feel like standing up and singing with us, we love it. This is pretty much a call and response. It's called We Come Together by Eddie Watkins Jr. Here we go. Look at the person next to you.
Look at the person next to you.
Say, I recognize a God in you.
Recognize a God in you.
Feel the love in the sanctuary.
Feel the love in the sanctuary.
Now lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together.
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 In the name of love, we come together.
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 In the name of love. Take a look at the person next to you.
Take a look at the person next to you.
Say, God loves you and I love you too.
God loves you and I love you too.
Now feel the love in the sanctuary.
Feel the love in the sanctuary.
Now lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together.
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 In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. From every walk of life, from every
walk of life,
every creed and color,
every creed and color,
and we unite. Oh, 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 and honor the God in each other. Take a look at the person next to you.
look at the person next to you.
Say namaste, I bow to you.
Namaste, I bow to you.
Now feel the love in the sanctuary.
Feel the love in the sanctuary.
Now lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together.
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 In the name of love, we come together.
We come together.
We come together.
We come together.
We come together. In the name of love. In the name of love. In the name of love.
Good morning, Celebration Center. My name is Irina Kurashevich, and I'm platform practitioner for today. Take a deep breath in this joy and in this love, and let's read our vision together. Oh, no. Yeah, they show me 1 second. So, continue to breathe, continue to experience this joy. And take another deep breath, and let's read all together. Is awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. Yes, that's the vision of the Celebration Center. Okay, and as we always remind you that our philosophy, Science of Mind, is based on the conviction that prayer works. We believe in prayer, we pray, and we, as licensed practitioners who are trained to see the truth beyond any condition that is going on, without any denial, we invite all our congregants and everyone who can see and hear my voice now to give us this opportunity and to give yourself this opportunity to pray with a practitioner. There are several ways you can do that. You can scan this QR code. You can go to our celebrationcenter.org website, and there is a prayer request button. You can request a prayer. You can take a green card from the table right there and fill it in. And you can see me, Jan, Reverend Faith, Pam, to here. We're practitioners, so please give yourself this opportunity. We have a prayer room, and after the service, we're available to pray. And with that, I invite you to take another deep breath. Take it into your belly, which tells us our body to relax, and let it go. And listen to this noise around us. It's all God's noise. The electricity sound, maybe a car passing on the street by the building, the breathing of your neighbor. Maybe we still hear Lynn's guitar singing in our ears. It's all good, it's all God. And feel the support of the chair, of the floor beneath your feet, acknowledging that this is one of many representations of how the universe, the divine power, supports us. And to celebrate it, to ground this energy of God within, let's take 3 breaths together. So breathe in with me, hold, and release. Breathe in, hold, and release. And one more time, breathe in, hold, and release. And continue to breathe in your own pace. Maybe feeling the warmth in your heart area. Maybe feeling your heart center expanding. Celebrating this oneness of the perfect expressions of the divine that each of us is. And today my reading is from Ernest Holmes, 365 Signs of Mind, the year of daily wisdom for Ernest Holmes. And it is September 12th. That's what I chose. The flow of pure spirit always pervades my consciousness and environment. Now unto him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us. Today I hold my thoughts steadfast in the realization that divine life is flowing through me. I believe in the fullness of the bounty of God. There can be no lack in spirit. Spirit now inspires me in everything I do, say, and think. Realizing that God is the animating essence of all life, that God withholds nothing from me, I prepare myself for a life of joy, love, accomplishment, health, and well-being. I permit myself to believe in the divine freedom that is my birthright. Today, I permit the flow of pure spirit to enter my consciousness, to radiate in my environment, to bless everything I touch, to make whole that which is weak, to turn fear into faith, and to accomplish the miracle of love. and accepting the words of Ernest Holmes in deep gratitude, I speak the word of truth, recognizing that the creative power that I choose call life, that I choose to call God, is here, now and forever. It is the only power that exists within everything and everyone. It is all there is, as God is all there is, as life is all there is. And God is peace, God is love, God is joy, God is abundance and prosperity, God is perfect wholeness, God is harmony. And as I recognize that God is all there is, I know that I am one and inseparable from the divine, that there is nothing that can separate me from the divine energy that flows as me and through me. And this oneness reveals the truth within me, knowing that everyone who can hear me now is one and inseparable from the divine. Everyone is a perfect, perfect manifestation of the divine power, perfect manifestation of peace, of joy, of love, of harmony, perfect wholeness, perfect health, perfect harmony. And in my heart and in my soul, I know that all the prayer requests are already answered. As I know peace where is conflict. And I know that peace is not the destination, it is the journey that starts within me. If I choose, and I do choose, to live in peace, peace prevails. Peace prevails in my life and makes the shift in the universe. I choose love. I choose love in direct communication between all people and nature. I choose joy. I choose smiles, laughter of children and adults, dancing, singing, holding hands, hugging each other. And I choose wholeness. I know that all the medical technology right now shows the perfect numbers. I know that the bodies are whole, perfect, whole, and complete. And all the elements that are needed, they're being revealed within healthy bodies. I know clarity and wisdom for all the doctors who are operating or treating right now, as they work in the divine order, which is God's order, which is harmony. And I know abundance. I know that this world is based on the idea of abundance. So there is always enough and more than enough. And I recognize it everywhere I go, in nature, in people, in the world. And I know the highest is and best for all the prayer requests that are just being thought about, as I know that they're already fulfilled. And for this understanding of the truth of the divine and my truth, I simply go to the gratitude, because it's such a natural state to be grateful for the realization and acknowledgement that God is all there is, and everyone is loved and supported. I'm so grateful to see peace, love, joy, abundance, prosperity, and harmony. That from this gratitude is so easy just to let it be, to let it flow, to let God, to let good. And so I do it in gratitude and peace. And so it is.
Okay, we're going to share an original song. This is called Our Place in the World.
gives of reflection, another way of connection to our place in the world. Looking at what's been left behind, it's okay, there's more to find in our place in the world. When we're still like water, there's a reflection. We see us as we are. Underwater, a current is flowing with a deeper knowing of who we truly are. Believing separation isn't real, we're mirroring how we feel in our place in the world. Seeking to see myself in everyone, all beings are truly one and have a place in our world. Water, be still as a water in a reflection. We see us as we are. Mirror what is flowing and the deeper knowing of who we truly are. Learning what we see is you and me, and each and every living being has a place in our world. Knowing what we see is you and me, and each and every living being has a place in our world.
All right. And now at this time, it is my privilege and honor to introduce our guest speaker, Brother Mark Chichen. So, first things first, Brother Mark is a 100% Armenian guy. He is the second generation of his family to be born here in America. He started his life journey in New York and then moved to Southern California, where he became a business school graduate of the University of Southern California. He was also trained at Agape by Reverend Dr. Michael Beck from 1996 and graduated as a practitioner in 2000. He was honored years ago by CSL as Practitioner Emeritus status for more than 20 plus years of service to Southern California centers, including Palm Springs, San Bernardino, and for the past 14 years in Redlands, which is now independent as CRS Redlands, which is Center for the Realization of Spirit. Mark resides now with his spouse of 29 years, Ed Torres, and his puppy, Snowball. And Mark has been a part of the leadership team for our global chain reaction for peace in Ukraine and throughout the world. And after attending some of these meditations for the past several months, I have learned one thing about Brother Mark that him and I actually have in common. We're not too good at speaking Russian, but we can say da.
Da.
Let's welcome Brother Mark.
Well, good morning. Thank you so much to Jason, the host with the most. Thank you to Reverend Faith. Thank you to the magnificent musicians, Lynn and Jen. Thank you to my favorite practitioner, Irina. It is a joy, an honor, and a privilege to be with you this day. You're not going to believe, but our center, which I'll be going and doing a double header today, opens, one of the opening of the three, they do a trilogy of opening songs, is We Come Together. So I feel very at home with you all. I know I cannot see you while you're able to see me. So I want you to take a moment to reflect on the theme, which I saw on one of the banners while we were here backstage and on stage, is who I am reflects how I am reflects who I am. And it's all coming into the monthly theme about wholeness, right? The monthly theme is whole no matter what. And when I was reflecting and preparing for today's talk, the theme changed for me with the subtitle, and it was something like whole, including it all. So take a minute to grasp that with me. Whole, including it all. So that just as we heard in the reading, just as we heard in the prayer, just as we heard in the music, that we're able to have a more positive life experience, right? We're the divine in a human form when we're able to recognize and step into our wholeness, including whatever circumstance might be happening in our life. When I was listening to the lyrics of Lynn and Jen, the song lyric kept saying about a reflection. And so if I was to tell you about the reflection of who you truly are when you look in the mirror, would you know what you look like? You can answer that to each other. What you really look like is a flame ball. There was a healer many years ago at Agape named Tilak. He came from India. And one of his gifts as a child was he could literally blow on the physical body temple, and the person that was receiving the blessing would see, when I had the experience one-on-one, it was like starburst. It was like galaxies exploding. And then he spoke over me in tongues. I didn't understand that. When he spoke over my spouse, though, in tongues, my spouse, Ed, spoke back to him in tongues. And he couldn't believe it. He stopped the whole workshop and then brought Ed out to introduce him to everybody. So there's this reflection of spirit that each of us are in truth, and we're really way more than what we look at and what we see in the mirror. I know that you all know this. And so today, if I could offer just some words of encouragement, all based on science of mind, I'm going to do that. I believe I'm going to start with a reading. It came from Facebook. It was somebody named Yvonne Catherine that posted this in March of 2023. And so I'm just going to invite you to take this in. If you want to allow your outer eyes to close, you can. And it goes like this. In the spiritual world, nothing remains unseen. Nothing is without meaning. Your strength, your energy, your dedication, your will, your resilience, and your faith are noticed, as well as your love, which you radiate unceasingly. Everything we accomplish or are confronted with has a meaning. Nothing happens without a reason. Whatever we have to go through serves a higher purpose. First of all, it helps us develop into our true selves, because we cannot grow on the soul level without making certain experiences. And then it shows and illumines a path for others who are experiencing similar things as we are. It's like we're creating an adventure map with all the experiences we've had marked on it, from the valleys to the precipice to the mountaintops, to make it easier for others to move through what they're facing. So whatever it is that you have to live with right now, even if you don't like it at all, even if you feel like it's holding you back from fulfilling your purpose, in fact, it could be part of your destiny to challenge it and create a path where there was none before. Even now that you have to overcome your own obstacles, you are also serving so many others. You are a hero. Do you know that? I wish you could see these illuminating paths that you are creating by boldly facing what needs to be done. Let us light up this world by overcoming what stands in our way until all the glittering paths lead to that golden, luminous destination of pure love that we call home. Much love, beautiful souls. And that was written by Yvonne Catherine. It's with a Y for Yvonne and Kathrin. That was just posted on Facebook in March 30th, 2023. So I hope that was somewhat meaningful to you. I wish I could see you and feel you even more than I feel you, but I'm getting a sense of the wisdom that's in your room. In the writing, when it said you're a hero, are you able to affirm that? I'm just asking. Are you able to affirm that for yourself? If you are, let's just say, I am a hero. I am a spiritual hero. And then I'd like you to point to somebody in your space, somebody you don't normally make eye contact with. Let them know you are my spiritual hero. I'm trusting that you did this. So part of this idea of wholeness, and it was really dawning on me in the preparation for today that I wanted to ask, is there something, I want to pause with us for a moment, all of us, and just say, is there some way that we are rejecting ourselves? I'm asking because it came through early this morning to add to the talk. Is there some way that I don't have full self-acceptance? Is there a place where I may not be in complete divine alignment? Is there a place within me where I could have more coherence? And so let's just take a moment, if you would, with me, and just do a self-examination. If something doesn't come up, don't force it. Just allow for the question. Is there any place within me now that I have rejected about myself? Is there any place within me now, in any level of consciousness, known or unknown, subconscious, unconscious, areas that are not yet defined, where I have rejected myself? It could be an area of unforgiveness. And if something comes up for you, I'm just going to invite you to breathe, know that it will unfold and reveal itself perfectly, and allow it to just express itself to you. Because to me, the power in our wholeness, the power in reflecting how I am, who I am, how I am, is for me to embrace my wholeness. There's a line from the Course in Miracles: in my defenselessness, my safety lies. And when I was in meditation, it dawned on me to just replace the word defenselessness for wholeness. And let's try that. In my wholeness, my safety lies. In my wholeness, my safety lies. In my wholeness, my safety lies. And just work with that as a tool if it's meaningful to you. And if it's not, set it aside. There's also a symbol that came to me to offer to you today. Do you remember from math? Greater than. greater than. Say it with me. I am greater than. I am greater than. And you're greater than anything and everything that may have heretofore blocked or hindered, deferred, denied, or delayed your highest expression for your highest good, for your soul's being and purpose and expression in its fullness and its magnificence and in its glory. Honestly, you are greater than, and the only person that can proclaim that for themselves to truly heal themselves, I think, is you. Now, you can obviously, as Arina said, go to any practitioner, go to Reverend Faith, anyone. We can see the truth about you. To me, it's most helpful when you cuddle yourself, we cradle the inner child that's within, we rock ourselves, and we say, we're here, we see you, I recognize you, I love you, despite everything that you've been through. So there's a couple other tools I just want to add in for today's talk on wholeness, and the who I am reflects how I am, and the how I am reflects who I am. One of them is a simple prayer that you can do even before eating or taking herbs or medications or treatments, because in our teaching we do believe in Eastern and Western medicines. It doesn't matter. So I always say perfect assimilation, perfect elimination. Say that out loud with me. Perfect assimilation, perfect elimination. So in advance, we're blessing anything we ingest, any treatments, any medications, whatever it shall be. There's another thing that I wanted to share with you, and you know this, but I think when we come to centers like this and gatherings like this, we're building our spiritual muscles. That's what we're doing. And so we're building that place within us that has never been hurt or harmed or endangered in any way. And we're making it bigger and bolder and thicker and wider to serve us every day that we face the human, because in the human, it's probably one of the most difficult places to be, right? If you listen to channels, meaning like Bashar, Dolores Cannon, those types of reels or videos, they'll say the Earth School is the hardest school. And they'll say, you are a hero for being here, for choosing Earth School, because it's one of the hardest. So to me, we come together because the energetic frequencies, if we're all just these vast exploding stars that Tilak was able to show me the truth of my being, it's the same for you. And so it can be a lot to have a lot of exploding stars all in the same space and place. And then if we know that we're greater than, we can also go into stillness. We can also go into silence. We can also use our training to use all of our spiritual truths. Remember, some of us may remember old cartoon named Felix the Cat, the wonderful, wonderful cat. And there was a bag of tricks and everything, anything that was needed, Felix could pull out of the hat. That's the power that you are. That's the power that I am. And so what do we need to pull out of our hat to face whatever's happening? And a lot of times, I'm going to just say, I think silence is often better than response. I know you know what I'm talking about right now. Just because you get a text doesn't mean you have to immediately respond. If it's somebody that's going to keep texting you and blow up your phone, you just say, I will be back with you, to you within 24, 48 hours, 72 hours. You don't have to sleep with your phone. You don't have to respond to an email. And I know you all know sometimes it's better just to draft the response and send it to yourself. And then see if you feel that same way the next day, the next day, the next day, the next day. Oftentimes, you don't need to send a response. Silence is a response. No is an acceptable answer when you're asked something that doesn't feel right. And your intuition is the voice for God speaking in, through, and as you. I'm going to ask you to use it. Listen. Verify. There was a couple of other tools that I think you know. They're kind of elementary, but if you don't know it, I'm gonna give you what I use. One of the affirmations that I want us to say today together is I am holy, Holy. And then I'm going to add holy, another holy, Wholly. And when I asked Alexa the definition of holy, it was awesome because it was just one word and it said entirely. I'm going to repeat all that. Let's say together, I am holy. I hope you didn't go, I am holy. I am holy. I want to hear it and feel it. Others in the room want to hear it and feel it. I am holy. Now we're going to say, I am holy, holy. I am holy, holy. Let's try it again. I am holy, holy. And then if we use the definition, I am entirely holy. I am entirely holy. I love affirmations. I hope you do as well. So there's a couple other things I want to share for today about wholeness and prayer, a little bit even about prayer. I had some things come through me the last few years where I don't ever pray for anything or for anyone. I pray about it. And I want you to just capture this with me. If we're praying for it, to me, we started lower because we didn't have it. If we're praying about it, for me, it helps me to help bring it in this spiritual coherence and alignment that despite any circumstance or appearance, there's wholeness happening. There's healing happening. And if you are holy, if you are holy, there's nothing that can be put before us. I was trained this way too, that spirit is beneficent. It's a force for good, right? We say life is good all the time. We say God is good all the time. And if God is good and I am the living expression of God, then I am good. And I know that same truth is true and so about you. So I'd like you to consider praying about the things you're praying for, because to me, it elevates where we're praying from, which is already in the isness. A lot of times in centers, I always wonder, what is isness? What is absolute? Well, it's where the spiritual truths are always happening of abundance, peace, joy, prosperity, goodness, grace, mercy. And we just have to align with that: health, wholeness, vitality, vigor, overflow, grace, goodness, all of it. The other thing that I know you know about our teaching is Holmes would always talk about the fire in the belly or the energetic. Really, our job is to step into the energetic frequency of the accomplished thing for which we're praying, right? We want to, if we're praying about a new romance, we want to step and be our own lover. We want to take ourselves out to dinner, buy ourselves flowers, write ourselves love songs and love poems, take us to a movie for one, take us to a romantic dinner for one. We court ourselves. We want to step into the accomplished thing, and then we're that starburst or that incredible magnetic frequency. We're magnets. So we know that also that lessons are repeated until learned, right? So some of us may be choosing a similar thing to happen, and it's going to happen again on the reel, on the tape of life, until we get it, until we have the aha moment. It can be choosing relationships that are not healthy choices for us. It could be eating inappropriately. It could be not exercising and taking care of the physical body temple. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is. We know what it is because we do it over and over until we are asked to look at it for our highest and best good. And I remember Reverend Dr. Michael Beck was saying, you're either pushed or pulled to this teaching. Also, another quote from him that's I've seen a lot from saying other sources too is, an expanded mind cannot retract. An expanded mind cannot retract. So when we learn these things, when you're listening to a song lyric or a poem, or you have that aha moment and you're starting this healing within yourself that always happens, you're rejuvenating yourself. It always is. We do this every day, multiple times a day. We can't then pretend we don't know, because we know that we know. And I know that you know that you know. One more thing about prayer is I think we overlook the power of affirmative prayer when things are going well, when things are going right. When you get an unexpected good, which Holmes always said to, be on the lookout for your unexpected good, right? Emma Curtis Hopkins would say, it's your good, you ought to have it. And I love that as an affirmation. I'm not sure that you're even going to say it if I ask you to say it. And I want you to say, it's my good and I ought to have it. It's my good and I ought to have it. It's my good and I proclaim it now. Very good. I'm going to add from James 1:2-4 in scripture. It says, count it all joy, my brothers and sisters, when you meet trials of various kinds, for the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. And let steadfastness have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing. I want to also encourage you to check out a song. It's Ricky Byers, R-I-C-K-I-E, Byers, B-Y-A-R-S. Maybe they'll play it for you after service in the sound booth. You never know. If we're nice enough to Ivar and Aruv, they may play it. It's called It All Fades Into God. And that, to me, broke me free. In the mid-90s, I was recovering from a relationship that didn't go as I had planned. And I experienced the death of a person from another relationship. All these things were happening all at once, and I didn't have any of these tools. And when I walked in and heard this song, it started to make sense for me. And some of the lyrics go like this. In my pain, there inside my weakness, is the seed of something greater in me. And the shame of not choosing higher, and all the disappointing moments fade into God. No mistakes have been made in God, and all the ways we seem to fail in God all fade. It all fades into God. There's a chorus, and then there's another line that's beautiful. It says, the stars are shining to remind us the seed will need the darkness to change into new life. And so really, all of us are stars. If you look around the space, I'm asking you to now look around your sanctuary space. Look at one another, and you're seeing a star. You're seeing the stars that each of you are, that you literally beyond your human form. Just take a moment with me to be in that space. And I believe I'll close with a prayer. Let's breathe in together the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And with our exhalation, let's release all that does not match all that is divine. Again, we breathe in together the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And with our exhalation, release and surrender all that does not match all that is holy. Just bless and release, bless and release, bless and release. Again, we breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And release anything that does not match all that is divine, sacred, and holy. We bless and release it, bless and release it, bless and release it, back to the nothingness from which it came. And as we breathe in our next breath, we're reminded that this power and this presence that we are, the I am that I am, the I am that you are, has never left us nor forsaken us. It is here to serve every one of our needs to be met on time, every single time. And so just as Irina did, where two or more are gathered, I proclaim as well, all prayer requests are received affirmatively with the yes, 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 you are the beloved in whom I am well pleased. And I would like you to say that for yourself out loud. I know it's weird to say an affirmation in a prayer, but I do it. I am the beloved in whom spirit is well pleased. And say it like you mean it, because you are the hero. You are the star of the universe. You are the Holy One. I am the beloved in whom spirit is well pleased. And it is from this platform of unification, unity, and oneness that I speak a word of blessing, knowing that this service has unfolded just as it should be, knowing that all healings take place with ease and with grace, on time, and every single time. I'd like to invite us to pray about peace. And before we do that, we must first find peace within ourselves. So let's just access with our breath the highest idea of peace for ourselves. The peace that passes human understanding. We send it to one another in the sanctuary. We send it to our family units, biological, and those family units we've created. We send peace now throughout our city, Falls Church, VA. We send it through the United States. We make a big stop in Washington. We clean up the reflection pool. We send it throughout the entirety of the United States. The peace, the highest idea of peace, is like a whirlwind for good, and it takes into itself all lower frequencies and vibrations. We send this peace now throughout the world, through the galaxies and the stars, across the seas, to all areas in conflict, struggle, and strife, including the Middle East, including Sudan, including Armenia, including Ukraine. See with me our beloved Ukraine, every city, village, and town, border to border, north to south, east to west. See a peace shield that grows thicker and wider where only peace may pass. Join me in seeing world leaders change their minds and policy positions affirmatively for and about peace now, with no explanation wanted nor needed. And stand with me on this rock of truth and knowing we shall not be moved nor swayed from this place until peace prevails on earth. To me, it is the birthright of every sentient being. I have a feeling you agree. So we shall not be moved nor swayed until peace is made manifest. We won't need to read it about it on the news. We'll know it. We'll feel it in our hearts. We'll feel it in the exploding parts of the galaxies of the stars that are within us, in us and as us. We speak a special word of blessing for everyone who lays a hand on the celebration center to, I know it's a spiritual idea, a successful spiritual idea in the mind of spirit, and therefore is sustained and maintained for all of its needs to be met. So in inviting and encouraging everyone within the sound of my voice to give generously, give more than you have before. For we are the same portal from which we receive is the same portal from which we give. So I'm encouraging all of us to be bigger and bolder givers. If you're watching remotely, let us know from where you're watching. Send $1, $5, $10,000, $1 million, whatever you can, whatever's from your heart, share that. I'm going to bless Reverend Faith. I bless the host with the most, Jason, the magnificent Irina, Lynn, Jen, the sound booth, the mixers, Ivar, Aruv. Thank you all for the opportunity to be with you this day. Continue to celebrate. So what I know is that Spirit knows the last word of every prayer before it's uttered so that no one has been forgotten. I'd like us to just close by saying our own names out loud, Brother Mark. And those we hold about prayer. Say the names, if you would, out loud in the sanctuary space. And just like my family Just to know right where they are, God is. See despite circumstance and anything that might try to contradict the divine truth about who they are. For who they are, there's nothing that can hurt, harm, or endanger them. There's nothing that can hurt, harm, or endanger you. So I'm going to name it all good and very good. I let it be, and invite you to say together with me, and so it is. Amen. Ashe.
Thank you. Hello? Yeah, thank you. That was so wonderful. Wow.
Yes, thank you, Brother Mark. The wholeness piece is really resonating with me this week. I've had music come to me this week that has inspired me, and Lynn asked me if I wanted to sing my song last week, and I often say, "Oh, we'll see." But this week it was so clear. It was so clear that I needed to sing this song this week. It's a song that came to me. I don't really call that I wrote it. It's more like a download, and it's about spirit and my relationship with spirit and music and consciousness and all of that.
It's called?
Fills me with wonder. The music you bring me, the love that you sing me, it fills me with wonder, and my deep, sweet tears flow, revealing the magic. You've transformed what seems tragic into the evolution of my soul. I show you a problem, you say don't worry. I repeat, what about this? And you blow me a kiss. And in that moment, that wide-angled moment, I just sink into your bliss. I just want to stay here where it's so clear. I want to be here where it's so clear,
Where it's so clear
and bright
and bright
and bright
and bright
in your light,
in your light,
in your light,
in your light,
in your light.
light.
There's grace unfolding, truth revealing, the old pains unraveling. I'm finally healing. One step forward is all I need. Thank you for guiding me. There's nothing meager about one step. The music you bring me,
Music you bring
the love that you sing me,
sing me,
it fills me with wonder,
wonder,
fills me with wonder,
wonder,
fills me with wonder, fills me with wonder, fills me with wonder, wonder.
Wow. Let's give another round of applause for Brother Mark. Thank you so much. I loved all the themes you talked about, and so did everyone. I know you can't hear or see us very well, but it was a hit. So thank you. Thank you. And then another round of applause for Lynn and Jen. Beautiful song. Love that. Love having some original pieces in the room. And so with that, while the vibes are mighty high, I would like to ask if anyone is here for the first time. If you're comfortable, please stand up and share how you found us, what your name is, where you came from.
Yes, I'm here for the first time. I'm Sandy Causey. I've been in the church for about 20 years, a little over 20 years now. I started off in the Seattle church, and I moved to Hawaii, where I was actually the president of the congregation over there, and on the windward side of Oahu. And then I was up in Morristown, New Jersey, and recently I was in Southern California, in fact. Nowhere near where Mark was. I was up in the high desert, up in Apple Valley, up near Victorville, if you know California. And you know where Victorville is, I'm going to question your sanity. But I've been around a long time. In fact, I got to hear Michael Beckwith back in the 90s, late 90s, and I was telling Terry the story about how my sister had found the same church as I had, but I hadn't met my sister until the late 90s. So it's really kind of two people coming from the same gene pool who found the same teaching somehow, and they finally got together physically. It was an amazing, amazing experience. And she was at the Santa Barbara Church, and if you know the Santa Barbara Church, it's Catherine Weingart over there, and Valerie Reeve is the one at High Desert Center for Spiritual Leaders. They're both wonderful people. Thank you.
Wow. What an amazing story. Yeah, round of applause for that.
Round of applause for a host with the most, though. Too.
Oh, thanks. I'll take it. Thank you. Yeah, so we have Sandy here at the center, longtime CSL member for those of you online who couldn't hear. And this is his first time at our center, and he has an incredible story. So thank you so much for sharing. All right. And, if you would like, we do have some guest cards on the table as well. You can fill out, and you can stay in touch with us and see all the different events that we have. And with that, I would like to... This is the time now where we recognize our position in the law of circulation. So, we are a giving community, and we accept tithes and gifts from our congregation, so that way we can support ourselves and give back to the community around us. And with that, please know that your presence, as well as the love, time, talent, and treasure that you bring to our center is a gift in itself, and we are so grateful for each and every one of you, even online as well, and those viewing in the future. And there are several ways you can give. If you are in person and have cold, hard cash, please feel free to drop it off in the basket over on the table. If you prefer digital transactions, you can go to this QR code, and you will be brought to our website. And you can also find our address on celebrationcenter.org, and that way you can either snail mail your donations, or we have a big give button on the website. And with that, I would like to welcome Irina to come bless the gifts and offerings and prayer requests.
And to read the affirmation first. So take a deep breath, smile, and read with me. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And it is so easy to go into gratitude from this affirmation, the gratitude for this wonderful time together. Oh, and I love Brother Mark. And Jen's song, and this is the abundance of spirit that is always present here in the Celebration Center. And I know, as Jason says, that this is our participation in the law of circulation that we cannot avoid, as the abundance is the essence of life. And I know that the Celebration Center is thriving with wonderful time together, classes, services, discussion groups, prayer groups, music, art, and so much more, self-expression. And I know that generosity and abundance of the congregation flows. It goes to the law and comes back multiplied abundantly to this center and to the wider community of the Celebration Center. And with that, I know that all the prayer requests are already answered in the perfect mind of God, as we know that our thought is our prayer. And peace and wholeness and joy and love are here manifested through all our activities and our bodies and our spirit. And I simply let it be in deep gratitude, knowing that this is so and so it is.
All right, thank you, Irina. And now we have some fun announcements. So today we have our Bring Your Own Topping ice cream sundae party. So after the service, please feel free to stick around. Starts at 12:15, and we will be eating ice cream, having good talks. So if you're free, definitely stick around. And on July 26th, we have our pop-up choir. So practice begins at 9:30 a.m. So how that works is you show up at 9:30 a.m., you practice with Lynn, and she will teach you the songs. Even if it's your first time, you can come and get up to speed pretty quickly. And that way, when the service starts, you'll be able to participate in the music segment. And Reverend Dr. Raymond Anderson is starting a book study this month on his book, UEKG, which EKG stands for Embodied Knowingness of God. And for more info, we can contact him at his email, which was not provided in the announcement. Does anyone have his email on hand? Oh, it's on the screen. Perfect. Raymond Anderson at raymondanderson.com. There we go. Perfect. And do we know if the What I Believe has been scheduled again?
We might as well do it next Sunday.
Next Sunday? All right, yeah, so next Sunday, which is the 19th, we'll have another What I Believe. So we basically go through all the statements, What I Believe from Ernest Holmes, and we discuss them and see our alignment and just bring anything that comes up to mind. It's a wonderful discussion, and that starts at 10 a.m. before the service.
Come at 9:45.
Yeah, 9:45, Reverend Faith says, so we can all get comfortable.
Grab your coffee.
Yep, and grab some coffee and snacks. All right. So with that, now we have our closing affirmation. So if you all can, if you're able to, please stand up and repeat after me. I am bold. And I accept myself. And so it is. Thank you so much, everyone.